Hello and welcome to another edition of Unpopular Review Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we are reviewing Christmas with the Kranks, a beautiful Tim Allen movie. Join us as we talk about it. Okay, I guess we're not doing the intro. That's fine. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, joining me today to speak about this movie. And mind you, we haven't been here in a while, so it's fun. It's going to be a great time. Today, it's the return of A Buggy. What's popping?
How you doing? Oh, thank you for the enthusiasm. So happy to be back. Can you tell?
Yes.
Good.
I see you.
Good.
And also joining us this evening is the one and only C the Superior. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. I forgot something, so here we go.
Hello? Mom, Dad, I changed my mind and I'm coming home for Christmas.
What? We have only 12 hours, so we're going to perform a little Christmas miracle. I'm getting the ham. You get the tree.
Tim Allen.
Your face. It's like it's frozen.
I got a Botox injection today.
Luther.
And Jamie Lee Curtis. Christmas with the Kranks.
That's great.
Ta-da!
Thank you. That was
So,
great.
yeah, that's the movie we're talking about tonight. Now, Vic, you picked this movie.
Yes, I do.
Tell us why.
Well, honestly, I've always been a fan of the Santa Claus and Tim Allen's Christmas movies and Tim Allen's Christmas enthusiasm. And this was one of the movies I never saw. So it was something that, and mind you, Jamie Lee Curtis being in it and, just that star-studded cast. I was just interested in seeing it. And plus, the commercial got me because I was like, you know what, that's an interesting idea. Then at the same time, I was like, man, Carnival is selling hard on this. You know what I mean? And I really thought they were gonna go on a cruise, but yeah, it was just pretty more than anything, just out of curiosity because I never saw anything else. But this turned out to be another Tim Allen Christmas spectacular.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, you saying that you haven't seen it before. Now I understand, because if you're saying you're a big fan of the Santa Claus movies, I don't think we've reviewed those yet. Those are classics.
We haven't. We certainly have not. And probably next year, but yeah.
They actually have a series now.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. And
That would have been perfect time.
What? Yes. Anyway, this movie. Sorry.
Tim Allen.
Yes. Yo, I'm telling you, this is pop. You know what? Shut up.
Mr. Christmas almost.
Facts.
We got the Queen of Christmas with Mariah Carey. Would Tim Allen would he be the King of Christmas?
No, Jesus is king.
Oh.
Jesus is the reason for the season. But
Amen.
As far as Hollywood is concerned, yes, I am fully prepared to give Tim Allen his flowers and or crown. That being said, that crown is a Santa Claus hat, so that's cool. Festive.
He definitely gets it. I give you that for oof. Yeah, because this was quite interesting actually, because I'm not gonna lie, I love a cruise.
Really?
I don't. Yeah.
Cruise, I love it. I think it's great. As soon as you get on the boat, you're on vacation, and you just run around pigging out. What?
Well, they have shows too, right?
They got all kinds of shows. They got all kinds of things, man. It's soon as you're there. But you know what the problem is?
It's boring. That's what.
It's boring.
Which one you do? That's what it is. It really depends on which one you do. But anyway, this movie, because we'll talk about that later, is I could do that. But yeah, I love a cruise, and I thought it was gonna be that. But just the whole dynamic of what was happening was very interesting, because they really tried to hone in just how much the town depends on them. I thought that was real interesting because I didn't see any of that coming, like that whole community thing. I really didn't see any of that coming. I really thought they were going to go on a cruise, and they were in the middle of the cruise, and then they were going to come back from the middle of the cruise. That's what I was expecting to see. But
I had my fingers crossed for them too.
Man, the community thing, not to cut you off, but that was one of the things that I didn't really connect with in the movie, because whole time the freaking block is making this big deal of them going on vacation. I'm like, first of all, why is this any of your goddamn business? Why are you so invested?
That is small town.
Very that.
But
it's giving Karen. It's giving Karen can't mind her business. It's like,
really
mind your business.
Yes. Oh my God. But that, and that, mind you, I felt that way too, because like right away, oh, I hear this, I hear that, and then everybody was all up in their business, and everybody's just snooping from the back, and then they're just telling each other, it's like, yo, y'all really bored, and y'all really bored. That's why I would never move to small town America. I'm sorry, but
it's the small suburbs like that with those neighborhoods where everybody's just minding your business with their binoculars out their window, through your blinds, through your neighbor's blinds. It's like doing way too much. All this peer pressure to participate in this American holiday tradition. It's just very like, I don't know, this felt a little bit like my worst nightmare. Like in my mind, I would be very not caring about people's feelings, and my flight and all that stuff would have been booked as soon as me and my wife said this is what we're doing. I mean, I understand about the daughter, but
the true villain of the movie.
Yeah, a little bit very presumptuous of her to pop up.
Yes.
Not say anything to her parents, not express any, if we're imposing, let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, girl, the lack of couth. You know what I mean? You've been to Peru at this point. I know you know some different
cultures and
some different cultural standards of etiquette. You know what I'm saying? You need to, and you came with another mouth to feed on top of that. Bam. No gifts in hand.
During the holiday season, nobody wanted with a stranger in the house.
You know what? I agree with you 1000%. But this girl came across as very princess.
She was very sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get whatever I want. I can, you know what I'm saying?
She did, but because this movie to me was about lack of boundaries. And it is very, and maybe this is my 2022 perspective on it. And I love the holidays. I love caroling and all that. I made a carol once.
Even the Italians have no boundaries. Yo,
I'm just like, y'all need to get some boundaries, okay? It's 2022. Mental health is important. And if you and your wife, who have been hosting this annual holiday party of all your nosy neighbors for years enough that it's a tradition, like, yes, take a break. Go on that cruise. You deserve it.
And not only that, the neighbors had the nerve to be rude about it too. What's so
rude?
Scrooge across the street.
Rude.
Oh man, I swear that older guy, the actor, he was in like a Scrooge movie or something.
He's been in a lot of stuff. He's one of those other Michael Pena actors. Like, he's in a bunch of stuff. You can't quite put your finger on it, but then you start to see him all the time.
Yeah.
You just always see him make that grimace old face, like, you know what I mean?
Typecast. That's okay.
Facts.
Give him his check and royalties, because Christmas with the Kranks, the first time I saw it was on like TNT.
Facts.
Okay? This movie got a lot of heavy circulation for the holiday cable networks.
I think we said, it is a rude head. Yeah, nobody wanted the rudies around. But yeah, I didn't understand the need to be in someone's business so badly that you're harassing them through, from the lawn, begging for a snowman to be put on the roof.
The freaking kids protesting. Them kids protesting.
I feel bad. You know what? The funny thing is, like, I feel bad for Spike because he's like one of the smartest people in town. And that just goes to show that this kid really has nothing to do.
He's naive.
He knows everybody's business. knows how to. This kid is the one that's on the police radio moving things around. You know what I mean? Like he is like the little mayor. And mind you, in the beginning of the movie, the guy that's like, I forget his name, Dan Aykroyd. The guy that's like doing all the organizing.
Uh-huh.
He looks as Spike for Spike's approval.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning of the movie, like, and mind you, like Spike is like running the whole show, and I'm just like, damn, this kid knows everybody's business. This kid has nothing to do. He's riding around this little town in this little bike, and God, I feel so bad for him. He needs some friends.
You know what? Who I really feel bad for is the dad, Tim Allen's character, because I felt like he made the most sense throughout the movie. He was a little prejudiced, but it's back in the day movie, so we'll just look at that as another time. But as far as his motives, as far as his willingness to compromise for his family, as far as him putting up with all the BS from his wife, because yes, the wife, she was nice and all of that. She's very clearly heavily into Christmas. But some of the stuff she was doing was a little, I don't know. She rubbed me the wrong way sometimes, right? But yeah, he was I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him because he was really trying his best. He was trying to take his wife. It wasn't like he was trying to go without her. He was like, look, I want to go on a vacation with my wife. And I love that about him. But yeah, it's just everybody all living in their business, man.
I mean,
like
you know what though? When he calculated how much money he spent on the previous Christmas,
too much. He only got one kid.
$6,000.
One grown kid.
You know what, y'all? Sorry,
we'll talk about it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just responding to him like we'll give it the rating at the end of the episode. Stay tuned.
No, Marty.
$6,000.
So for Christmas.
So I was gonna say,
I feel like the community should just chip in for all that.
They really gotta chill, and they need to do some community pulling for all these different neighborhood things that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like Frosty contest. Okay, maybe that's free, but the whole everybody needs to have a tree up. Everybody needs to put the lights up, and he's expected to put that big old thing on top of it. Which why hasn't he created a more sustainable way to have it sit on top of that type of roof? I'm confused. That was a flat bottom Frosty. How is that going to stand on top of a triangular roof? Whatever. I don't get that. But I like to think of this movie as another lost opportunity for a Black actor or a Black family. Because can you imagine if this was a Black main character? What if this was the dad from Moesha?
Oh,
can you imagine? This would be a whole other different type of movie.
So speaking about the Black family, I was hoping that they would come back.
Who?
Because he had to. His black neighbor.
The Black family? Oh yeah, he set that man up.
He had to go get his umbrella.
Set that man up. His tree. Yeah, he rented his tree.
Come back and there would be some drama. You know what I mean? But
he set that man up, and I forget a Black man's wife's name, but she don't look like somebody I would like to mess with. Like I'm pretty sure she has a belt called Mr. Brown whenever she gets mad.
Yeah, I was hoping to see that, but nah, they didn't bring that back up.
But speaking of trees, right? And this is what I know they did it for the sake of comedy, but all of this whole community thing goes out the window when he gets to the tree seller. And he sells him that Charlie Brown ass sad tree for like $75. It's like, hold on. What happened to the community wanting to get together for Christmas and yada, yada, yada? Now you want me to pay top dollar for this twig and switch you got? And then I was so mad for him.
Supply and demand.
No, you know what's crazy though? The one thing that I noticed is that they had this tradition. It was so traditional that they literally showed up at the house with the exact tree that he had bought the year before. Without even saying anything, they just showed up at the house. Bomb. Hey, look, we got the tree ready for you. Just bomb. You know what I mean? Bomb. $90. Bomb. We're ready to go. Without even saying anything, the Girl Scouts showed up with the cookies. Like, hey, what's going on? We're ready to go. It just give us the money. And mind you, like, it's just they're such creatures of habit. for lack of a better phrase. Like, you know, they really are creatures of habit, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's good and bad in that. You know, because like I definitely would criticize, especially being an urbanite. Mind your business.
Mm-hmm.
Mind your. We all celebrate their Christmas differently. Do your thing. That's my attitude. But then, I never lived in a small town. You know what I mean? So like, I personally wouldn't like it. But and my question is this: does that really happen? Is this just for TV? Like, is that anywhere?
I don't think so, because when I drive down my street, I barely even see one Christmas lights. It's like people don't decorate like that anymore.
Mhm.
So if it
don't know,
was
y'all.
like that, it's not like that anymore. People don't got time for that BS anymore. Sorry to say.
The residential neighborhoods near me all decorate, and they all decorate. Yeah.
Wow.
They extra, and they have small kids. There's a lot of small kids that live around here.
Oh, okay.
So it's a whole thing for the little kids.
A lot of families. Okay, so Halloween must be
But
cool.
yes. And during COVID, they had, they was doing them slides. They were doing the slides that connected down to the sidewalk, and they was slide candy during COVID.
Oh my God. It wasn't that
Y'all ain't see none of those? Yeah.
No, maybe I live with all the old folks because we ain't got that many kids over here.
Yeah, they go all out over here. Too bad I'm not 13 years old, because I would definitely get some candy. Since I'm grown, I just buy it from the store.
Right. Well, let's go into our first commercial break before we get into our thumbs up and thumbs down, and see what we'll be talking about this coming Tuesday.
Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy are trading places. Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. They're not just getting rich, they're getting even.
Do you have any better ideas?
Yeah, it occurs to me that the best way you hurt rich people is by turning them into poor people.
Trading places. Some very funny business.
Did that ad man say some very funny
I hope not. I don't know.
Because that's what it sounded like.
It's a very funny.
I've never seen that one yet. So it apparently it's a Christmas movie. I can't tell by the trailer. But
They come on, they had on coats. That's it. They had on coats, and it's snowing sometimes.
Oh yeah, if it's in New York in the wintertime, automatically a Christmas movie.
Yes.
Like Home Alone, yeah.
Ooh, we got somebody already giving it a thumbs down. Trading Places. Tune in next Tuesday.
Someone did ask 1 to 10. Does this movie hold up?
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a smooth 7.5. And the reason I'm gonna give it that half is because I never really watched this movie from rooter to tutor. I've only seen chunks of it from the many years that it has been in heavy rotation on them cable networks. Not TNT. What else was it? TBS.
Mm-hmm.
One of those TBS, USA.
TNT.
Over and over and over. All that. So that's how I've seen most of the movie. This was the first time really seeing it from the beginning to the very end. And for that reason, I'm going to say, okay, yeah, like I was interested in watching this movie all the way, and I probably would not mind having this movie on again in a future holiday in some aspect. Probably not watching TV though, probably like cooking or something, but it can be on.
So thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, are we in the thumbs up and thumbs down? Okay. I'll give it a thumbs up. It was all right.
All right.
What's Tim Allen?
Okie dokie.
Oh, last but not least, Jamie Lee Curtis's body.
Looks good.
At the suntan.
Jamie
Wow.
Lee Curtis's
Killing them.
body.
MILF energy all day.
I give that a 10. I give that a 10. That
Yes.
gets a 10.
What?
Definitely holding up. All that running from Michael Myers.
Facts.
Yes. That's exactly it. Fear. She eats fear.
All right. I'll go ahead and go next. So for me, right, Does it hold up on a scale of 1 to 10? I haven't seen this movie before. So I was looking at it fresh. I feel like they did another movie together. Maybe I'm tripping. Didn't they do one where they like visit the Amish or something together? Or was that?
I think that was Sigourney Weaver.
No, wait. Was it Kirstie Alley?
Yes.
Okay.
Kirstie Alley.
Okay.
Kirstie Alley.
Rest in peace.
Kirstie Alley. Rest in peace.
Earlier this week.
We never loved it.
But yeah, fresh watching the first time. It was just like E Boogie said, the lack of boundaries kind of took me out of it because I couldn't relate. Because if I was in the situation, it would be F everybody. I'm going on the cruise, right? Even if the daughter came home, I still would have went on the cruise because you should have let me know ahead of time. Me and your father had these plans ahead of time. We're going on the cruise. You're welcome to stay in the home while we're away. I didn't understand that part. Also, when he gave the cruise tickets to the man he couldn't stand, I couldn't relate because that guy would have got shit all from me. But Merry Christmas, I guess. Also, at the end, where we saw the whole block had their, frosties up on the roof and all the decorations. There's no Jewish people that live on this block.
No, this is WASP's only neighborhood.
Apparently, there's all Christian, all worshiping Jesus Christ, and all down for the Christmas season because literally everyone had that up. So for me, I'm going to have to give this movie a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to give it about a 5.
I think even the black family had a white Jesus painting in their house.
I'm sure they did. Yeah, I'm giving it a 5. And the only thing it's saving grace is the fact that it's a Christmas movie. And I do hold a special place in my heart for Christmas films, even the Hallmark ones, even the Lifetime ones. So if I could give it a thumbs to the side, I would. But since we can't, I'll go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Vic?
All right. Well, I like Tim Allen's antics. I used to watch Improvement. The Santa Claus is good. Anything where you just see Tim Allen hurting himself or just doing ridiculous things is always fun. So that was definitely one of my motivations going into this movie. The one thing that I don't like about this movie is, do people? All right, I know people are that nosy, but do people really impose like their ideals like this whole thing about the frosty thing and this, and like the amount of shaming that goes on? Like, it felt very church-like at the same time, but still, like, that amount of shaming that goes on. I think as an urbanite, I would have cursed somebody out all the time.
Yes,
honestly. You know what I'm saying?
In the name of Jesus.
Because for real, like, come on now. But other than that, at the same time, it does definitely show something that lacks in an urban environment, and that is just that sense of community, that sense of actually caring about your neighbor. The whole thing about giving the cruise away, that's not realistic. I think you would have sold it. That would be but I thought it was very nice, and honestly, like, I think I would use this movie to try to teach somebody to not be so selfish, because that was the whole point. You know what I mean? Because his wife shamed him and be like, "Oh, you're so selfish," blah blah blah. Because everybody's here trying to help you, which she was right. But he kind of went and gave away the thing so that she could be happy. Like, I get that, but I don't feel like that was realistic. So, but still, I really liked this movie. I thought it was fun. It was a good time. It was interesting. I didn't know where things were gonna go. I went into this thinking one thing, and then it turned out to be another. So I'll give it a thumbs up.
All right. Thumbs up. 3 thumbs up from the cast. Let us know what you think, and let us know if you give us a thumbs up by doing so below and subscribing to our channel and joining us next week, next Tuesday, for our very next Christmas movie special, Trading Places. See ya.
Good night.
Bye. Bye.